Welcome to the video tutorials for Script to Screen's new program, Paerangi. Paerangi is a development program that will teach you how to develop a short film or web series no matter where you live in Aotearoa. You don't need any experience of filmmaking or screenwriting to take part in this program. It's aimed at those who haven't had the opportunity or access to learn about filmmaking and would like to know more. Paerangi will give you all the tools you need to make an exceptional project. The tutorials will lead you through the process of developing your project. You'll learn everything from finding a good story, writing your script, to getting your director and producer ready for production and pitching your project to funders and collaborators. There are some things I want to explain that will be helpful to those who are unfamiliar with filmmaking. Firstly, a little about the key roles in a filmmaking team. A creative team for a short film is the writer, director, and producer. These are sometimes called the key creatives or the core creative team. If two or more people are sharing these roles, then they become co-writers, co-directors, or co-producers. Especially when you're starting out, it's not unusual for someone to perform more than one of these roles. For example, it could be a writer-director or a writer-producer. The key creative roles for a web series are usually the same: writer, director, producer. For a longer running series, they would bring on more writers and perhaps also have a showrunner who is like the head writer and head producer. So what does each key creative do? Writers write the logline, synopsis, and script for the project. Directors read the script and form a vision of how to bring the script to life. They prepare a director's treatment to communicate their vision with other key creatives, the crew, funders, and collaborators. They're involved in casting. They work with the cinematographer and production designer to decide on the look and feel of the production. They direct the production, and they're involved in the editing process. Producers support the writer and director to develop the project. They raise finance. They organise and oversee the production. They're involved in casting. They're the key contact for cast and crew. They're involved in the edit. They oversee post-production. They also oversee the marketing and positioning of the project to make sure it reaches its audience. And they manage the budget for the life of the project. The people in these key creative roles will represent the project, right from conception through to its screening to audiences. The second thing I'd like to bring up is how to meet key creatives, or how to find your team. You may be watching these videos and doing the homework on your own, and you may not know anyone else who's interested in making a short film or web series. We encourage you to complete all of the tutorials and the homework so you can have a go at each creative role. After you've finished, you can spend some time reflecting on which roles you think you're most suited to. The next step is to find a team to work with. We've got some ideas on how to go about this, and we'll explain them in video 9. Each tutorial will have 2 PDFs to download. One is a full transcript of the tutorial. The other is homework. At the end of each tutorial, I will set homework that allows you to try out what you've learned in the tutorial. The homework exercises become a step-by-step process in developing your project. The documents you'll create in the homework are all the documents you'll need to bring your project to life, whether they're for seeking funding or sponsorship, or to show your cast and crew so they can see your vision as clearly as you do. You can go back and pause the tutorials, re-watch them as many times as you like, and also download the PDF transcript so you can read it later. The exercises set in the homework also relate to what you'll be asked to submit when you apply for Stage 2. For more information about Stage 2 and Stage 3 of Paerangi, please watch video 9 or visit our website. The Paerangi Project is brought to you by Script to Screen, Te Tarituhi Kupu a Whakaahua, with financial assistance from Screenrights and the New Zealand Film Commission. These video tutorials are produced by Script to Screen and production company Eyes and Ears. Script to Screen is a not-for-profit set up to support beginner, emerging and established filmmakers to progress their craft. Our initiatives focus on story and help writers, directors and producers of film and television to tell exceptional stories that reflect who we are. You can explore our website and follow us on social media to keep up to date with all of the opportunities and initiatives we have on.